Hello, my friends. Welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, October 10th, 2023. This is Jennifer. I want to thank you guys for all of your enthusiasm for Abby's Raggedy Rescues. I had such a good time with that, and you should be able to see her this week show off her dolls and talk about them a little bit. I did find out that the Linky Ann was actually made by Abby's great aunt, so I thought that was really wonderful and just a little bit extra precious. So I've been working on a couple of things. The big one is I've been designing blocks for a What We Do in the Shadows quilt. I actually started it when we were having our ceiling worked on. I had most of the ideas for most of the blocks kind of sketched out, but I hadn't actually drawn them all out, and I finished them all last week, and I started testing and I shared them with the Fandom and Stitches pattern testing group, and they started testing, and a couple of Instagram followers started testing. So they should all be tested in the next week or so, and my plan is to release them once a week through the rest of October. So by the end of October, you should have enough to make an entire quilt. This is the What We Do in the Shadows, the TV version, though I do plan to add some movie themed blocks that can be swapped out. I love the movie and we watch it every year for Halloween, but I also love the TV show. It has been one of the bright spots that we've experienced in the last few years where I really look forward to it. It's absurd, it's a little gross, it's a little raunchy. So be forewarned, it is not for children. But anyway, it's been a really good time. So I'm gonna make the whole quilt, but I'm testing kind of one at a time while the other pattern testers are working on stuff too. So the first one that I made was Nadia's bite, and so these are her teeth. And if you've ever seen the promo poster for What We Do in the Shadows, it is the four of the characters' teeth. It's the three traditional vampires, and then Guillermo's, who is the human companion, the human familiar, I should say. He's got on like plastic vampire teeth. So anyway, it all makes sense if you watch the show. So I'm not going to go into depth explaining it here. So anyway, first one, Nadia's vampire teeth. And then one of my sort of generic-y vampire blocks that I wanted, not for filler exactly, just for ambiance, I guess, was coffins. And so I did 3 vampire coffins, sort of inspired by Laszlo and Nadia's coffins, which stand upright. I've represented all the vampires, all the characters, the main characters from the show, and some of the things that are sort of iconic about the show. And it will make about a 50-inch, 49.5-inch, 50-inch quilt. So hopefully by the end of the month, if I have time to sew, if I have time to do this kind of sewing, then I will hopefully have a quilt top to show you guys. The other thing that I worked on was a card for my niece. Her birthday is actually today. I think it's today. I'm terrible, guys. Like, my memory is gone. Being perimenopausal has just turned my brain into mush. The brain fog is very, very real. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure it's today. I made her birthday card on my Cricut, and it did take me 2 tries because the first time my Cricut didn't cut well. I actually think it's my card mat. I bought it on clearance sale, and I think maybe it was kind of old, so I have a little bit of trouble cutting cards on it. So I'm debating getting another one just to see if that's the actual problem, because I really like making cards, but it's very frustrating if you have to throw 2 or 3 away before you get the one you want. So this is what I did, and in the inside of this was supposed to have completely different details, but my Cricut kept shredding them, so I just tossed them, and instead of using the glitter paper like I had intended to, I had some glittery scrapbooking paper that had roses on it, and I put that underneath because I thought it made it look more like a cupcake. And so this is like, it cuts out and it does the draws on with the marker, and then on the inside I did just a little happy birthday, and then I put this on the back. She's a teenager now, so she doesn't need me to send her things. Like, there's nothing that I make or whatever that she really wants at this stage in her life. So I made her glow in the dark Halloween stickers, and then I will send her some money. So these are all glow in the dark, and all of these shapes just came from Design Space. Lots of stars. So yeah, when that is all charged up, it actually glows an almost yellow. It's glow in the dark vinyl, but I thought that would be really fun for her. I had just wrapped up and I realized I didn't show you my blouse. So this was one of my thrifted tops that I bought when Jules was here and we did our thrift crawl. I really like the color of the shirt. I like the sleeves. I like the like little printed on embroidery. But the top of this, like where the gathering is, it was way down here. It looked super weird. I expected it to. So when I tried it on, I was like, no. So I actually just cut, if you can see, there's a seam line right there. I cut 1 inch above where the gathering was because I didn't want to regather it. And then I cut about 3.5, 4 inches out of the top. And then I just serged it back on. That's all I did. There's no anything special. It took me about 15 minutes and it's one of my favorite like thrifty alterations I've done. So that's going to be it for me, guys. I did want to let you know that I'm actually recording this on Friday because I have a colonoscopy on Tuesday. So when you're seeing this, that's where I will be. So it's just an effort, a continued effort just to take better care of myself and to be more cognizant of the fact that I'm getting older and try not to ignore the things that I don't want to do. So I've had my checkup this year. I've had mammogram and colonoscopy now. I'm up to date on my vaccinations, and I uh, I don't know. I'm just trying to take better care of myself because I am one of those people who will take care of everyone else and then neglect me. And I have a couple other random medical issues, thyroid being the big one, that makes life interesting. So I'm just trying to be more aware. So you guys, what I'm saying is take care of yourself. Anyway, I'd love to see your videos. I would love it if you guys would comment. The algorithm keeps telling me to tell you to subscribe. I'm really close to 4,000 subscribers. Been on YouTube since like 2008. So I'd love to hit 4,000. I think that would be very novel. So guys, if you watch and you haven't subscribed, why not? Go ahead and subscribe. That's going to be it. Have a great week, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.